Hi, my name is Moses Aino, and I'll be doing a monologue from Fences by August Wilson. Well, I've been standing with you! I've been right here with you, Troy. I gave 18 years of my life just to stand in the same spot as you. I took all my feelings, my wants, and my needs, and my dreams, and I buried them inside of you. I planted a seed and I watched and prayed over it. I planted myself inside of you and waited for it to bloom. And it didn't take me no 18 years to find out that the soil was hard and rocky and it was never gonna bloom. But I held on to you. I held you tighter. You was my husband. I owed you everything I had. Every part of me that I could find to give you. And upstairs in that room with the darkness falling in on me, I gave everything I had to try and erase the doubt that you wasn't the finest man in the world. But wherever you was going, I was going to be there with you because you was my husband. Because that's the only way that I'd be able to survive as your wife. I do not go to a big performing arts school where everyone is receptive and supporting of the LGBTQIA+ community. You will never see a gay couple in the hallways at my school. Being called gay is seen as an insult. And most times I feel like the only person in my community who is queer. I do not walk like a man, talk like a man, dress or even act like a man. And because I am not the sculpture of what society expects a man to be, I am constantly rebuked by my deeply religious and homophobic Nigerian parents. But I have discovered a love for embracing my femininity through clothing myself in femme clothing. So I wore a dress to my high school's homecoming dance. As fierce as I felt with my cheap lashes, heels, and sparkly dress, I could still hear my heart pounding louder than the clicking up my heels as I walked into the dance room. When I entered, I was engulfed with side eyes, stares of disgust, and faggot, followed by giggles. But I boldly strutted to that dance floor and danced as if no one was watching. At that moment, I realized that being unapologetically Moses was the most manly thing I could ever do. So today, I continually wear feminine clothing and makeup to school as a rebellion against society. That just because I may dress feminine, I am no less of a man than a man who dresses more traditionally masculine. We are in the midst of an epidemic. Many little black boys who identify as queer cannot express themselves due to the societal expectations of how black men should act, and are therefore forcing themselves to live fruitless lives in order to fit in. Additionally, in over 70 countries around the world today, people accused of engaging in homosexual acts are beaten, imprisoned, and in some cases, executed. This is a global crisis that is often never discussed in many classrooms or on the news channels here in the United States. But I am going to dedicate my life to fighting for LGBTQIA+ rights and to be the pillar of visibility for people to express who they are fearlessly. After graduating from the renowned drama program at New York University, I am going to work as a professional actor not only to act in plays and films, but I will both write and direct these works of art that reflect my experience as a queer African. From there, I will work my art into politics by amalgamating both art and activism. Then I will run for president of the United States, where I will use my experience to weave with the power of art and politics to fight against this epidemic at a national level. I am deserving of the Papy Wellington Scholarship because I have a passion to not only uplift young African American males from the epidemic of toxic masculinity that we are facing, but I am going to change the world by fighting for LGBTQIA+ rights through the use of my art. Because I refuse to conform to societal expectations, my parents have refused to fund my education. Unfortunately, New York University is also one of the most expensive universities in the country. Hence, the only way that I'll be able to fund my education is through the use of scholarships. However, through the use of the Papy Wellington Scholarship, I will be one step closer to funding my education at NYU, and therefore closer to being the role model to young people that I wish that I had.